Good morning, everyone. It's a bright new day. We are all feeling good and we're all just ready. It's hot in here, so I'm just sweating in my glasses. It's so good that we are here, and it's a bright new morning. And every day we do come to you. So I would just want you to tag someone, um, just tag someone, make sure that you are tagging someone because these nuggets are good for your life. Yesterday we saw Rev Water with who comes on Monday with just these beliefs that we have that cause our problems in our lives because we believe that this cannot be done. We believe that this is what is going on. Then we are not paying attention to the other things because of the beliefs. So today is Tuesday. I come to you. My name is Dr. Sunshine. Or if you want to know really who I am the lead consultant at the SBM Training and Consulting Institute. We come, to just socialize you with the things that we believe in, and we believe in mindset change. So every single Tuesday, we come, we have sliced our coaching on every Tuesday. We just come to socialize ourselves with the things that are happening in our lives, which are part of our will of life. And so this is why today we thought of celebrating networking for success, social and cultural spoke of the will of life. Yes, we have sliced your coaching on this Tuesday to just speak about the things that are happening around us. And because this is normal way of living, the normal way of life, we live every day, we wake up every day to be in this will of life. And we've talked about family and home. The wheel of life consists of 6 spokes of the wheel of life. We have the family and home, which everyone is big at. Because I was even watching a movie on the flight back to from Nairobi to Lusaka. I started the movie, when I was going, and then it was so good because it was just talking about family, family, family. So on my way back, I continued so that I could finish it. And at the end of it, it said, um, if you want to heal the world, go back, go back home and love your family. If you have to heal the world, go back home and love your family. And it was such a big thing. And it just, sat well with what I come to speak about on every Tuesday around the wheel of life. So if you want to save the world, go back home and love your family. If you love your family, you'll be good to go. And I said, oh wow. So that was the first thing when we landed. I was sharing with school Stephen, and I was saying, do you know what? One thing that I want to share with you before I even sit down is this movie that I was watching, which it was all about the family. They were living in a big family. Then children started to get married, and they got married, have children, and this one went and did something. This one went and did something. But even if they had gone doing different things, each activity or whatever it is that they were doing, they would call back. Their father would call back, call the grandchildren, how are you doing? And just there was this one family which was struggling, and the father just kept on going, son, you can do it. Son, you can do it. You've got your support. We are praying for you. And the family was so prayerful that whatever they wanted, they just knelt down and asked God. Even somebody to come and pick the garbage. They went to, from their place in Australia, they went to the United States, and things were tough. They would go as a group to clean, yards. I was so like, wow, to clean yards. So one yard that they were cleaning gave them, because they used to walk, so they gave them a vehicle, a combi to be going. Says, oh, at first they were picking them. Then at the other end, he asked them, how did you come? And then the little one just, oh, we walked. And then, the husband and the wife looked at each other, and, children tell the truth. So the person that was seeing them, that they were cleaning the yard for a month, I said, okay, now I'm not going to be coming to pick you. This is your van, and they gave them the keys. So working as a family really makes you move things forward, makes you realize your worth, makes you do the things that you want. And family and home is one big thing that we need, to socialize ourselves in. So I would want you to tag someone and just make sure that you are calling from, tell us where you're calling us from, where you've joined us from, so we can just be able to pick up the pieces from where we are. So this program, the 7:30 Free Mentorship Academy comes to you every day, Monday to Friday. Monday, as I was saying, we've got Treb Water. Tuesday, it's myself. Wednesday, it's a marketplace where we come to, to provide or to talk about our products and services. Thursday, we've got Dr. Nelly, and Friday, we've got healthy tips. And these healthy tips every day, in fact, this is one thing that we need. Healthy tips is one thing that we really need. Because if we are not healthy, we can't do family and home. We can't do financial and career. We can't do physical and health. We can't do mental and education. We can't do spiritual and ethical. We can't even socialize like today's topic. We can't network if we are not well. So feeding ourselves with good things is what we really need to be doing so that we are able to manage our life regardless of what's happening to us. So this is why we come every day, Monday to Friday, to just speak about all these things. So what is today's topic? Today's title is Celebrating Networking for Success, and it's under the social and cultural spoke of the Wheel of Life. So as I introduce you, I would like to welcome everyone today. We are celebrating the power of networking for success under the social and cultural spoke of the Wheel of Life. What are you doing with your networks? What is it that you're doing with your networks? We speak about networking for so many times. Whatever it is that we're doing, even being here, we have networked with you. We have sent you the invitation. We have made sure that you are with us this morning. And this is what we are calling networking for success. So what are you doing with your networks? I've been privileged in many ways. Like just the last 10 days, I have had, today is 12th. I've had great 10 days. I had celebrating, my birthday together with the celebrating wins. So 1st November, my birthday, where it was just so nice to host so many people of my personal friends and the friends that have done the mindset change. It was such a wonderful experience. Again, I had many of the MCP alumni telling fantastic stories. And then I participated in the Great Lakes Region Private Sector Forum, where I met different kinds of people. Some called you for lunch, some we did dinner. It was just so wonderful that using our networks for success. And when you're having dinner, you're not just having dinner. I saw how people grow coffee. I saw how people just run their customer service, how they market their tourism. It was just so amazing. And it's a learning curve. And I also talked about my country, the tourism, what we have. I was even teasing that, you've got the marketing space. Us, we've got things on the ground. So we can collaborate and make sure that, some of these nice places or what's happening, we can always coexist and everyone can have what it is that they have. And I was also sharing there's enough for everyone because we've got so many people that have not even heard what we're talking about. Every day is a learning day, and we socialize those under the mental and educational spoke of the Wheel of Life because every day we are learning institutions, learning individuals. If you don't learn, if you don't do continuous learning, then it's going to be a problem, going forward. So we had many people telling their fantastic stories and, people, what makes them, thrive in the area of, or why they are in the Chamber of Commerce, because the Great Lakes Region Private Sector Forum is part of the chambers of commerce in each country. And the 12 member countries of the Great Lakes region are talking peace, are talking economic empowerment, How can you have economic empowerment if you don't have peace? So it's really based on having peace so that private sector can thrive. So we talk about all those things. And then I came back home a day before our Agora summer bash. And it was so amazing, even when I was, out, because I knew I was not going to have time. So I asked my networks to say, can you please get me a yellow dress or a white dress, or we had 4 colors there was a color scheme: white, orange, yellow, and pink. So I had to think, I'm not going to have time to go and find or dress or make, because those people that know me, I do make clothes. So I said I was not going to have time because the event was on Sunday, and I was just arriving, on Saturday. So everything worked. I asked my girlfriends in the the people that were with the Chamber of Commerce. They took me shopping in a little while. I had my dress, and I was just having a second choice. Girls, we always want to have a second choice, because um, my girlfriend had already Ubered me, backed me a dress from her favorite shop, and it was a fantastic dress. So these are the things that we're saying. How are you using your networks? Others will just say, I'm here in another world. I don't know anyone. I can't get to the shopping center, or I can't go to the shop. It was just that it's just a matter of asking. So whatever it is that you want, and I just want to challenge you. Don't say I don't know people. You know people. And whatever it is that you want, they're just 5 contacts away from your phone. 5 contacts away, you'll be able to actually see the person or know where to go. And from today onward, if you want to network for success, just go on. Just call one person. If you don't have a person to call me. We can be able to find those networks that you're looking for. If it's food, we'll show you, oh, you want nice food? It is that restaurant. Oh, we know that. Oh, is it clothing? Oh, SBM does clothing. Oh, do you want this? Oh, this one does this. Do you want that? You want to strategize. You want training. We all have all these networks. And just among the 4 of us on this platform, we can get you the answers, because that's what we're good at. So we were celebrating success. We were celebrating the Agora International Day. We're celebrating ourselves. We're celebrating the birthday babies. So much to celebrate. We also celebrated those ones that are not feeling well. We pray for them. We plan what can we do to lessen a life. What is it that we can be able to do at where we are seated? So be able to celebrate life. But celebrating life, living, loving, and celebrating is our theme for this year. So it doesn't matter where you are, what you do, who you are. You can celebrate that. You can live, you can love, and you can celebrate life. Because we're celebrating just these small things that we have, which we do not take for granted. So if I have to define social and cultural, how can I define it? Social is your networks, relationships, and connections. That's what social means in our area of life. What about the cultural? Cultural are your values, your belief system, and your principles. This is why even our program, when we socialize it with the PS OVP, these are the things that we help with. Can you help us do the values and principles? Our own values and principles. What are they? How can we maintain them? Through this program, we've been able to actually network with values, beliefs, and principles, because this program actually entails that you can be able to socialize yourself and be able to live good values. And one time, for me, even when I'm traveling, I really have my book and I'm writing down, these small nuggets that we use every day when we are researching, we use them. And one of the things that I got from the wars, in fact, when you're traveling, the things that you encounter are more than the things that you learn at school. Because at school, it is these laid down processes. But when you're traveling, you meet things, you understand how things are done, and you ask questions, and it becomes just a way of life. So, values, beliefs, and principles are some of the things that I've come to learn as I travel the world and as I meet people and as I network. It was like values. What are you going to leave? What are you going to leave your family when you die? What values are you going? What are the things that you can't buy with money that you can leave your family with? And the answer is simply values and principles and the things that you believed in because it has got a trickle effect on your life. So this is why when we say celebrating wins and successes, we are able, we get thrilled to share some, excitement. And this is what I'm doing today. I'm just sharing, how I celebrated, the wins and successes, or how my family celebrated my birthday and the wins that we've had, through my life and through the things that we do. So you can imagine, I had 3 friends from Zimbabwe who joined us and demonstrating the strength of our network. It was so, so good. I was like, even if it was hot, I was having goosebumps just seeing, my friends, from from Zimbabwe who I've been with on the Ladies Circle journey, on the Agora journey. I had the president of Agora in Zimbabwe join us. I had one of the past Ladies Circle International Secretary. I had, the second woman of color to have led Ladies Circle International, Ruth, come through. So it was so, so good. It was like, wow. And it was just a matter of connecting. What are you doing this weekend? Oh, we are celebrating my birthday through celebrating successes and wins. Would you like to join us? I didn't even say, okay, join us. I just gave them the information. And this is why we are saying, when you get information, it depends on how you use the information. It depends on what action you're going to take that will determine if you're part of their social and cultural spoke of the wheel of life. I also had 2 business partners from South Africa who shared valuable insights on wellness. It was through network. I had to say, and some things happen by coincidence. You throw, something, on your chat, or you do a what is it? When you put something on your profile, and they also inboxed and said, "Oh, what are you doing? Whatever. Oh, now we have got this new thing which has come," and I was interested to hear about it. And in no time, 1 week, it was just 10 days of preparation. They were here to join us. And I said, I want someone to talk about wellness. I want someone to talk about the physical and health spoke of the wheel of life. And they said, oh, wow, that would be great because we've got a fantastic wellness products and wellness services. And they were here. And it was such an amazing thing that we're even looking at them doing something, with us, like what Ray was saying, watch the space. We'll be able to share with you what's happening around our wellness, because that thing of being well and how we can be well, it's something that everybody needs. If you're not well, you can't do anything. So if we've got someone who is an expert in talking about, wellness, that would be really, really motivating for us. Then I had Oswald Siambwanda, Mr. President, who was just talking about just who he wants to be and how he's going to get there. He is intentional. A young boy of 12 years. He's intentional. He wants to be president one day. So he's made that goal. So it depends on how he's going to be president. What activities is he going to be? He has to study. He has to be, number one, he has to be well behaved. He has to pay attention to things of the world so that he can fulfill that goal. And we are clapping all the way for him that he can fulfill that. He will just one day come and take it. And I'm sure probably not in our lifetime, but we are making history. We are making history that this thing, Oswald can be or is Mr. President, and it can come to pass. Then we had, Andreas. This is an advocate for the less able citizens. He is so good. When he's speaking, if you don't see his wheelchair, you will not actually know that he is differently abled. His voice is of a winner. His attitude is of a winner. Whatever he's doing it as a winner. He is doing it as a winner. So if you are listening to me, or if you can share this with someone who is differently abled, and say there are people out there who actually have not even, he was saying he had not even gone to a school which just takes, he just went to a normal school. He went to Kablonga Boys, a normal school, and he found it very, easy to move around because he's grown with those. He's socialized himself with the people that are able-bodied, and he doesn't. He actually, his name is Rise Up. Rise Up meaning you can rise despite your physical ability or physical inability. You can still rise up against disability. So that he made, a story, and we had our area councillor who was so impressed with what he was saying that they actually exchanged notes so that they can network and see how they would be able to socialize afterwards. Then we had Katie Beauty, who spoke about Uwumi experience. These things that we take for granted when you come from having a child, and the things that come, in front of us, which, not even your mother would have shared enough for you to be aware of what's going on. So we networked for success in that area. And even before we even, the first one that came on our space, for sharing experiences was my grandchild, who was saying, I am shy, I used to be shy, but the shyness, I threw it away. And I can tell you that, being on the Mindset Change program just made it happen, because I was, shaken up and said, what is it that you'd like to do? And she said she wanted to be a counselor. And so when are you starting to be a counselor? I know I missed the last course. But I know I'm going to find out if when the next class is, if I can be able to join. And she was given a challenge. And I said, right now, go outside and call and find out if the class, when that class is. She went outside and came in class and said, the class is starting on 1st of April. And I said, oh, wow, congratulations. And and that was just, I think the class was on 23rd. And it was a week before. And I said, oh, congratulations. So we'll see. I'm sure you tell us what we'll be able to do. And, on the Monday, we had in the week the class. And on Monday, they were starting the 1st April, they were starting the class. And for sure, she said she joined that class. And she was saying she's now, a counselor, and learning how to coach and learning how to socialize. She was having internship at UTH, internship at, places where there are people who need to be spoken to, because things are happening around their life. So, and she said one of the things that she said she was going to do was to go and create, because we said family and home, we give homework for family and home, and her homework was she was going to set up a group chat, which was going to so that she can be able to know what, to know the family and to know who is around her, and so she would be able to manage everyone in the family. And she even bragged to say now she knows what everyone is up to. She knows what everyone is doing, and she's able to follow through what they're doing. So this is why we are big at sharing success stories, because you learn from those, and people who were there says, oh, so this is what you're doing. Oh, I've got an issue. Can you come and speak to your to my grandchild? Can you come and speak to my daughter, my son? And that's how business goes. And because those services are now not free, you have to pay for them so that she's sustainable. And then we had the Ebo Ann, speaking about her personal transformation. It was really, really so good that we have people who are speaking of their personal transformation after the mindset change and before she was a volunteer. After she just managed to say she could do so many things, but you need sometimes to be poked to say you can do this, you can do that, and that is what we are here for, telling stories. And when you hear Ebo Ann's story, you just think, oh wow, this is just an amazing story. And for me, these are the things that make me happy. Then we had my 4 years plus friend Helen, who spoke about just how real friendships and connections can flow seamlessly. And you find that, such friends, I was even telling her that, each time that I'm looking for people to invite, you're always on my first go-to person. I have to say, if Helen, there are three people that we used to play with when we were young. Helen, Charity, and Betty. We had this, well-natured thing. So I always think of them. And even if they don't show up, I have that thing. This time they haven't showed up, but I know they are thinking of me in a nice way. And I know that they are behind my back. I know when something, I need something, those are my people that I go to. So Helen just confirmed that, friendship, real friendship flows seamlessly. And this is what I'm sharing today. If you're in those networks that make your friendship flow seamlessly, that is what we need. That is what we need to socialize ourselves with. And of course, then you have the networking in the community. It was so good to hear the counselor speak about just how he had been impacted in the few times that we were there. And of course, Shkulu Stephen had to speak, and he just speaks these things that are real, the real life together, and how just we make a difference in each other's life. So the networking, the impact of networking has got various things. It expands your business opportunities, it fosters personal growth, it enhances support systems, and it also encourages knowledge and sharing. And what am I talking about? If you can do the actionable tips that I want you to know in this networking for success. You must number one, you must attend networking events. It's very important. No one is going to make you realize that these are the things. If you don't attend networks, you're not going to have the connections. And from the networks, you must know what you're going to do with that network. If you just get a network and you forget about it, you haven't networked for success. Networking for success is using that network to better your life, to expand your business opportunities, to offer you to foster your personal growth, to enhance your support system, and also to encourage knowledge and sharing. Knowledge not shared is not knowledge at all. And this is why the 730 Free Mentorship Academy has made us who we are, because we come here to share our knowledge. We are sharing and encouraging you to share your knowledge on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, because that is an open day. You can just call us and we would be able to engage you. So as I conclude, networking for success is key to unlock opportunities. So let's continue nurturing our networks and values. What am I going to say to you to call for action? I want you to be able to share your own networking successes and tips in the comments. I want you to share those networking successes and tips in the comments, or just with someone if you are able to do so. Remember, every connection counts and every success is worth celebrating. We have to celebrate each and every success that we come to you with. So in closing, I would like to thank you for joining us today. And I want you to keep shining, and I want networking your way to success. You have to network your way to success. And if you are listening to us, if you want to join our classes where we just socialize ourselves with this training, we train on Tuesdays, like, if it's a boot camp, like it's 3 days, We will start, like I've got a class starting tomorrow, where we are socializing with, some TVET institution, because we're developing champions. And if you want to join our movement, the Mindset Change movement, you can get in touch with us. You can, get in touch with us. There are so many rewards for you. It will help you continue learning. It will help you managing success. It will help you celebrate your successes, and it will help you share your valuable insights. We start with 3 days of unlearning, relearning, and retaining. 3 days of unlearning. First, we have to unlearn using the workbook, where we practice everything. We do the activities, we put in the activities, we make your job description. You learn how to be effective, you learn how to be efficient, you learn how to do personal time management, you learn how to prepare for your retirement, you learn how to prepare for that person who is succeeding you, succession planning. We also, learn on how you're going to do customer service, both those internal and external. I was just even telling, the person that put up our solar system that, your customer service is really leaves much to be desired. You have to check on if you have installed something on your as a business. You have to follow up. Otherwise, it will be a one-off business. People cannot, talk about your business to somebody else because they are not satisfied. So our program actually really teaches how to manage your customer service, both internal with the people that are in your network, people that are, in your family, and external with the people that you are doing business with, those networks that you want to value. And this is why, after you have learned, then you start with your success planner. The success planner is now just making sure that in the activities that you put, you can be able to do them, starting with family and home, mental and education, financial and career, physical and health, spiritual and ethical, social and cultural, managing your 24 hours. These 24 hours has to be managed well. Everyone has got 24 hours, what we call 8 by 8 by 8. First 8 hours goes to your bread and butter issues. What makes you wake up to put food on the table with your family, for your family and for yourself? That is your first 8 hours. And that you must pay attention to it. Even when you're creating your job description, because everyone has to create their job description. Once you create your job description, then you put in the activities. Do you like what you're doing, or don't you like what you're doing? So these are some of the areas that we do. Then you retain. The next 8 hours is for you to be able to do things that bring you value. But the next 8 hours, you only have 4 hours, because the other 4 hours, there's so many things that are happening in your life. You have to collect food, you have to, eventualities, you've got a sick person in the family, you've got so many areas of concern. You can also pray for me, like my little sister is very ill at UTH, battling with cancer. And so after the call, my life is strategized and make sure that I'm doing something that will make someone feel good. And the last 8 hours is to rest. If you can be able to rest, the minimum of the 6 hours, but you can utilize before you go to bed, before you retire to bed, you have to write what is it that you have accomplished in that day, because only when you can measure your accomplishments, you are good to go, and you'll be able to nurture your successes, and you'll be able to share those successes with others in the scope of the life that we're talking about today, which is social and cultural. So thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great day, and make sure that you do one of your 4 imperative things to be who you are and network for success. Thank you so much.